Hello, collective. I am back after a very ridiculous reading that I did not post yesterday. This is your daily check-in, but whenever you're checking it out, you can check in on how you're feeling mentally, emotionally. That's backwards. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, body, mind, and spirit. If you want any suggestions or confirmations about your journey of health, we're here to discover that together. And today, as promised, we are going to delve into shadow work as part of the manifestation new moon phase. And if you want more information, go back to my previous reading. I go into great detail about the things that you set up for yourself in order to figure out how you want to use manifestation, what stage you're at in life, and how you want to work manifestation into it. And the day before that, the suggestion was we have some blocks. What are the blocks that you need to address? Are there ways that you feel that this will never happen, this will never come true, or that you don't deserve, perhaps, your manifestation to come true, which is just silly. Those are your fears and your doubts talking, and all we need to do is just see what they are, look them in the face and size them up and decide what you want to do with them. So first I'm going to draw some cards. We're still in the new moon phase, so let's see what information that the guides and spirit and divine that I meditated on before we began. Thank you for being here. Please give us clear messages about our manifestations. Any information would be great. Come on, guys. Ooh, one flipped over. Okay. Oh, I like this card. I got too many. You know what? No, I like this. Moon dance. Celebration. There must be some celebrating going on. Oh. Moon cleansing. Pyramid, a rainbow pyramid there. It's a potent symbol. I went to Egypt and put my back against a pyramid, and whew, the energy was quite powerful. And then, we've got a clock and the moon's moment, synchronicity. Okay, let's go with those. I can tell you they're more positive than the cards I got yesterday, so good on us. All right, moon dance. Oh, there, right there. 60. Here we go. Moon dance. Celebrate good times. Come on. Do. This card brings good news. You will soon have a good reason to celebrate. Expect good things and positive developments. Well, when it comes to moon manifestation, that's excellent. Think about all the good in your life at this very moment. What do you have to be grateful for? Be grateful for it now. Do a little dance of gratitude. Stay focused on solutions, not problems. Open your heart and be as happy as you can with the way things are now. And yeah, that's a choice. I know when things are dark and not positive, and it feels like, the walls are crashing down. It's a practice, it's a gratitude practice, but it's also a practice of choosing joy. Even if it's one moment of one day, it is a conscious choice to say, okay, I'm going to bring myself back to joy. Is it a cup of tea? Is it a new crystal? Listening to particular music, whatever it is, choose it, at least for a while, and it will change your energy slightly. And then maybe the next day you'll choose 2 moments of joy. And that's the way you slowly come back, because it takes one day at a time. Yeah. So, being upbeat is about good things in your life and is hugely important when it comes to creating the life that you want, which is manifesting here. It's as though better things come to people who are already buzzing. That reminds me of bees. The essential message of this card is you'll get what you want once you love what you have. Ooh. You'll get what you want once you love what you have. Because like attracts like. So if you are commiserating over the things that you don't have and the things that you have that you don't want, that's not going to attract the things that you do want. You'll get what you want once you love what you have. Feeling grateful is the key. If you're going through a situation so tough that it's hard to be grateful, dig deeper for something you're happy about. Good times are ahead. You'll have to believe it. And this card is a sign to urge you to be more optimistic. You have every reason for optimism. Additional meanings for this card: there's good news coming, be sociable. So maybe there's a party. Maybe if you get an invite, go. That could be definitely worth a few moments of joy. Praise your life. Take up dancing. I love it. Little footloose, footloose. Say yes to a party. There we go. Sometimes you need to celebrate before you really have something to celebrate. Make life a celebration, not just on special occasions. Yes, definitely celebrate every time you get a special occasion, but you can make special occasions as well. And the next one is Moonrise, cleansing. Moonrise here. Drawing this card suggests you've been through a very difficult situation from which you're finally now emerging. Hallelujah. Even though you're nearing the end of this challenging period of your life, or perhaps you're already there, you still have energetic cords or attachments that you need to clear from life. Think of them as energetic debris that needs to be washed away by time and intention. Just as we can see the moon rise nearly every night in the sky, so too are you nearly always able to process upsets with some effort. You need to carry out this cleansing of your body, mind, or spirit. You need to carry out this cleansing of your body, mind, and spirit, or you risk remaining stuck in the past. So, when I ask, how are you doing, body, mind, spirit? Well, that's the check-in. That's the daily chicken. It sounded like chicken. That's the daily chicken. Here for the daily chicken. No. Let's see. Body, mind, and spirit. You miss remaining stuck in the past. Sit under the moon's beams and ask her to cleanse you. Ask Archangel Michael to cut the cords to the past. Take regular salt baths. My friend would say salt and soda. I'm doing a session with her. I'm doing a session with her later, and actually I never got a chance to talk to her. Her name is Naomi, and she practices sacred anatomy. So it's an energy healing work, and she does it online. She also does it in person, but I'm sure she's just starting to practice. So I want to put some links up, but the way that she looks at, the way that sacred anatomy works is that it looks at your physical body and it looks at your energy body, and your energy body is what the teacher that she works with has spent 30, 40 years diving into. Well, what is the energy body, what is it composed of? And there are layers, and there's things going on in those layers. And how do we assess for them? How do we identify them? How do we um, how do we treat them? So that's what she has studied, and I love this treatment. Naomi has been treating me now for more than a year, and every time I have a session with her, I just feel so much lighter because it's really deep. It's really deep work. And if anybody is interested, I can definitely put you in contact with Naomi. She's just fabulous. So I'm glad that came up. Let's see. So one of the ways that she works is, I mean, she works with the sacred anatomy angels, and Archangel Michael. You want to, with intention, cut the cords that are still there between you and person, place, thing that you're still attached to, and then just move it away. And there's lots of meditations on Archangel Michael and cord cutting that you can look up if you feel you want to do that. Taking the regular baths. Most importantly, set the intention that you're cleansing yourself of the past so that you may face happier, present, and brighter, a happier and present, sorry, I'm going to slow down. The past so that you may face a happier, present, and brighter future. Once you've cleansed, you can start over in a way that you may not even have believed was possible. So when we're talking about manifesting in the new moon, it's you have a fresh start. You have a clean page. And what are the manifestations you're going to write on it to manifest over this moon cycle? So additional meanings of the card. Something in this situation needs to be cleared. Use sage. Use sage to clear your home energetically. You can also use rosemary and lavender in a spray bottle. Integrity and truth will win the day. Be kind, but also very honest. Not bad. Not a bad exercise. Moonrise is when the moon rises above the horizon. We can't see the moon every single night for various reasons, such as overcast skies or the position of the moon in relation to the sun, but she's always there, rising reliably. So, yeah, if there's one thing you can count on, it's the moon. And this just makes me feel very connected to this cycle. I don't know why, but I'm trying to get excited again about a series that I'm writing where the druids, the female druids, worship the moon as the deity, as the goddess. So this is actually what started all of this for me, was wanting to know more about manifestation and the moon cycle. I wanted to know about it professionally as well as professionally and personally. Okay. So the next one is the moon's moment. Synchronicity. Moon rising, moon set, moon shining, moon's moment here. Something is flowing in the right direction for you when this card comes up. Everything is either falling into place or will do so very soon. Even if you fervently believe that you create your own reality, as you do, there are times when events have an almost destined feel, and this is one of those times. You could perhaps attribute it to life unfolding and revealing the lessons our souls need to learn in this lifetime. There is synchronicity at work. You are exactly where you are meant to be. On Energy Healing Oracle 555, you're exactly where you're meant to be. That feels nice. Learning the lessons you need to learn in life. Everything is lining up as it needs to, so trust the process as much as you can and stay optimistic for your desired outcome. Whatever the situation you're asking about, know it's not a random development in your life. But as you step along your path, sometimes I read way too quick, so I'm just going to say, Kelly, slow down. Let's see. Whether the situation you're asking about, know it's not a random development in your life, but a step along your path and meant to teach you. The sooner you pay attention to the lessons, the sooner you'll be able to navigate your way to where you want to go. So basically, that's, as we said in the last, I wanted to say episode, the last session, you have to navigate your way to where you want to go. And the question is, where do you want to go? Write those 10, 20, 30 things down. Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? What do I want? These are all questions that will help clarify for you where you need to put your time and energy and emotion. Okay, so we're going to do one more shuffle. Let's do this. Let's see what comes up. We have a card that's flipped up. And I don't take reversals, but a lot of the time when something is flipped up, I think, yeah, okay. This is Into the Unknown. If you're not a Disney fan. Into the Unknown. Is that the first one? Yeah. That's Elsa discovering her. In Frozen, it's Elsa discovering her divinity. It's discovering her skills. The unknown. Uncertainty is the only certainty there is. Surrender. Curiosity. Faith. So, as I like to say, the key is to surrender. So, under celebration is, and that's interesting. It almost looks like party balloons, but it's like there's hearts and there's spades and clubs. They're tarot. It's like there maybe you want a tarot reading. Interesting. I do have a tarot card. It's almost like a tarot training wheels card. I've never done tarot, but maybe it's time to give it a try. Because, embrace uncertainty, surrender, have faith, all those kind of things. All right, so what else? What else? Okay. Rello. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Ah. A doorway. Limiting beliefs. Well, if this goes with cleansing, interesting. Look at the imagery. Look at that. Okay. So, take away the limiting beliefs, and there's the path. That's really cool. Well, there's the answer right away. You have to cleanse some limiting beliefs. Ultimately, you become what you believe. Mindset, self-realization. Okay, so what are your limiting beliefs? So those are the things that you kind of, whether you admit it or not, you believe. I don't deserve this. This will never happen. What are the things that worry you will never happen? What are the things that you worry will happen? Those are the limiting beliefs. Where did they come from? And the shadow work part of that is, okay, where's the root? They started somewhere. But if we want a path out of it, we kind of have to distill it down and decide where those limiting beliefs came from. I think a meditation on limiting beliefs might help. A meditation on shadow work would help. So I would dig into that. Okay, and let's see. This is a very interesting reading. Oh, wow. It's like a magician. Divine juggling. Master different aspects of yourself, both light and dark. Okay, so progress, inner harmony. This, in the shadow deck, this is a very positive card to get with synchronicity. So, if you are able to master those, I love my dark like I love my light, to treat them the same way, to treat your shadows the same way as your gifts and the positive things about you. And really, they're not negative things about you, they're the challenging parts about you. If you can love the wonderful things about yourself as much as the challenging things about yourself, then, you're that much closer. So that's wonderful. Very succinct reading. I really like that. So I'm going to take a moment and get some what am I doing? I don't know. Get some messages from spirits to support these wonderful cards. Yes, it's a very direct reading. So yes, you're going into the unknown and you have to surrender to figure out what your limiting beliefs are, to really pay attention to that self-talk. What is your inner critic saying? You'll never do this, you'll never accomplish this, no one will love you, blah blah blah. Whatever that silly little munchkin inside your head is saying. Say, actually, thanks for pointing me in the right direction. Now I know what my limiting beliefs are, and now I'm going to challenge those beliefs. And you can do your divine juggling. Because you're going to master yourself that way by loving your dark like you love your light. Oh, this is so beautiful. Ooh, and two more. Divine is really on board. Not that Divine isn't always on board, but yahoo. All right. Accept where you are at this moment in time. Only then can you begin to move forward. Be clear about your intentions. This makes us easier. Typo. This makes it easier for us and the universe to help us. Doors will open unexpectedly. Nice. And that's the second reference to doors. I have a deck called Divine Doorways. I think that means that that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. It's a beautiful deck. Oh, yes. Doors will open unexpectedly. Be ready. So when you knock on that door and figure out what those limiting beliefs are, you're You're rocking. Instead of pushing yourself so hard, stop. Breathe and reevaluate. Are you doing enough? Even if it doesn't feel like it. Don't wear yourself out to the point of exhaustion. It's not worth it. Balance your time more wisely. So, yes, do your shadow work, but, as we're talking about joy, also find your joy and also find your comfort. Also find your self-care. There's lots of things to juggle when you are opening to a spiritually led life. Is loving your dark like you're loving your light, doing your self-care as well as doing the challenges in life that take a lot of energy. All right, don't allow anyone to abuse your power or take it away from you. Remember, you will be treated how you allow others to treat you. Show them that you value yourself far too much to settle for anything less than you deserve. So this is boundaries. So when you are doing spiritual work, when you are having spiritual ascensions, this is the time to learn to say no. This is the time to learn to say on your the drains on your time and energy that are not appropriate, that make you feel badly. That's the key, All right. Well, that was a lovely reading and much better than the one that I did yesterday where I was literally falling asleep while I did it. And my partner looked at me and was like, "Don't post that." Seriously, I'm like, yeah, you win on this one. But I'll be back! All right, take care. Take care of yourself tonight. Write out those lists of what you think you might want to work on in terms of limiting belief, and then you know what to juggle. All right, take care, be well, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.